Yeah.
Hello and welcome to the grand final of IEC. We're going to get right into things because the boys have joined the team, so we're going to get back into things. I'm Rez. I'm joined by Redport on the casting desk this evening. Redport, how are you?
Not too bad now, not too bad now. I'm excited to see these games here, see who comes out on top.
Yeah, it's going to be an incredibly exciting one here. We're starting off early with some spicy pressure being put on by the team of Sorry in advance, that being Mug, APS and Mayday. It's going to be an incredibly tight matchup. This one, obviously, Ryan and Adza coming off victories in the previous IEC. But APS and Mug are both previous champions. Early pressure here. Ryan, he's not going to be able to get to that one, but it seems that just fallen into a bit of a lull of speed here. Jakey, he's going to decide not to go for that one on the backboard. Almost punished for it. That was almost a big mistake. Adza looks to get the flick, gets it past APS, but APS gets a critical touch, but that's a good 50 by Jakey, but there's an opportunity here for Mug. Good save by Ryan, though, going to keep it clear. Redport, we're a minute in and things are incredibly tight.
Yeah, a lot of early pressure here from Mug, APS and Mayday. You can see they're really just piling on the pressure here. But the lads are doing their best to keep the rotations clean. Doing pretty well defensively despite all the pressure.
Yeah, it does seem, for the time being, that who are struggling, but they do have moments of pressure, and this is one of them. Opportunity for Adza, can he put it in? Yes, he can. And Adza is going to open up the final.
Yeah, just a big, must have been a bit of a miscommunication there. Double come in at the back, just really opened it up there, and no better man than Adza to finish it off.
Yeah, obviously Adza and Mayday are both RLIS champions. And I think it's going to be a massive series. This, obviously, in the previous week, this is sort of a rematch of what we saw last time. We did have Adza and Ryan teaming in the last IEC, and they played up against Mayday, and I can't remember who his teammates were, but this is a rematch from last time out. Jakey now pressing forward, they're looking to double up on their advantage here. Adza pops one off the backboard, Jake's going to get there. Could there be a follow-up here, but Mayday's going to get it clear. APS, could it be an opportunity? Can he get the read off the backboard? This would be incredible, but what a save by Ryan. He gets one cleared just off the line, and that was a fantastic play by him, just keeping them in the game. Opportunity for Mayday here, and he may be able to put one on, but Jakey can't get the clear. This could be an opportunity for Mug. Can he level it up? Yes, he can. Adza can't get there.
Yeah, just good pressure there from the lads. Just really, they came back off a counter attack there and just kept the pressure up, and the boost was gone. I just couldn't save a good play there.
Yeah, it was a lovely play by Mug. Just puts it slightly out of reach of Adza. But we're all tied up, resetting into things as there's a little over 3 minutes left. Adza trying to put a shot on net. Ryan could be able to follow this up. He's got a score, but there could be an opportunity down the other end now. Mug trying to transform quickly down to the other end of the field, but Adza's going to get back in time. Gets a 50-50 out into the midfield, but cleared by Jakey. That's a good shot, a good long-range effort from him, but it's going to be saved by APS. Now APS continuing to go forward. He's shown good speed so far this game. Mayday. Going to pop it high. APS is going to be able to make contact with that one, Jake. He's going to be able to get there quite well. Jakey now bring the ball forward. It's going to be easy for APS. And it just seems that at the moment the teams are letting Jakey and APS do their thing, and they're just sitting back and playing around them. That's something I didn't really expect to see, especially on the Jakey side. Obviously, Adza and Ryan Redport are such sort of a dynamic duo that I think it's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Jakey being a little bit of an underdog, but he seems to be fitting well in here. Definitely, you're keeping up really good pressure here. A lot of back and forth, just trying to open each other up. But yeah, Ryan and Adza definitely taking control.
Yeah, big miss by Mayday there, and the game is still level. Many have said that this is one of Jakey's best chances ever to win an RLI tournament. He's still without one, something remarkably. As now Mayday is going to look to try and get the advantage in their favour as it's cleared away with a nice pinch by Adza and Ryan. Now Jakey up the other end of the field could try and get this past APS, but he gets there in time. Mayday passes over to Mug. Mayday back up again. Good speed from him, but Ryan gets the block on. Adza bang forward. Mug is going to be easy able to deal with this. No, I can't. I take that back, Redport, and that is a great goal by Adza and a poor attempted save by Mug.
Yeah, really good shot there by Adza, just straight down. They weren't ready for it. Just a pretty simple goal.
Yeah, Mug agonisingly close to making the save on that one. He's going to be gutted with that. So close, but unable to keep it out. And now they're back to the point where they were a couple of minutes ago of having to get that one goal just to tie things up. Mayday, big clear towards Mug. Mug, he's got 0 boost, and he's going to have to play that one straight to the foot of Adza. Mayday makes a save. That's a good save by him. Keeps him in the game with 1 goal deficit. It's pretty easy to sort of reclaim, but a 2-goal deficit is somewhat insurmountable. Ryan, try and get this one clear. Flicks it over the first. Adz is there. He's going to try and look for a bump on the second. Adz has got it past him, but he's not going to be able to find the angle. And that's a missed shot by Mug. He's made a couple of mechanical mistakes so far, but Mayday is going to be able to bail him out. He's going to grab the boost in the corner, but getting away from Adza. Adza, a very physical player. He loves his bumps, loves his demos, and he's shown that so far. Mayday bounces it off the ball. Ryan is there. He's going to try and knock it in field towards Adza, and Adza gets a good 50-50, but Jakey is there, gets it clear. Jakey good backflip to get onto the end of that one. Mug gets it over the first. Could this be an opportunity for him to tie things up? Ryan has panicked a little bit. A great save by Adza off the line. 14 seconds left. They have to get a goal from this attack order next. Ryan gets a big long clear. Mayday needs to get it back in immediately. And that's a good butt by Mayday. Jakey has to get it there, and he does. And it looks like they're going to close out game 1 as Ryan will let it drop to the floor. And who are going to take game 1, Redport?
Yeah, great. Great game 1 there from all the lads. You can see they were both really coming out looking for blood. Just really good plays, but luckily for Edzard and Jakey, they made 2 that worked, so they got the better of that one.
Yeah, Edzard backing himself both of the goals that game, but I think it was a very sort of close game. So the scoreline suggests, perhaps, with the amount of shots that both teams had, that it was very back and forth, and to a degree it was, but let's see, between the teams, 8 saves for Who and just 6 for Sorry in Advance. So it did seem like Sorry in Advance, certainly in the game, they did well to sort of keep it that close, but they're going to need to be slightly more clinical with their shots. Redport having 10 shots but only scoring 1 isn't the sort of shooting percentages that they're going to be looking at going into the remainder of this series.
No, definitely not. You could see Adzard and Jakey made a lot of saves, a lot of them handy enough for them, so the lads are going to have to just put them in better places, get their placement on point, and they'll be able to take them on.
Absolutely, we're going to get into the second game here. Obviously a best of 7, so whichever team gets to that 4th and decisive game win first is going to take the victory and the €60 associated with IEC. Jakey gets a good kickoff. Adza could look to follow this up, but well cut across by Mug. Ryan backflipping on that one. It seems a bit awkward, and Jakey, what a save! That's an incredible save for him, but it's followed up by Mayday. And Sorry in Advance just about open the game up.
Yeah, you can see a really good, really kind of sloppy defensive play. You can see, I don't know, did Adzard missed that twice? Jakey got an incredible save. That's what we were talking about, the saves last game, but they were able to get the follow-up and get the goal, so they'll be happy with that.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter how they go in. It was an incredible save from Jakey, and unfortunate that he couldn't. It sort of resulted in getting scored on regardless. That's a good shot. Now the pressure is all over them for Sorry in Advance, and they've made it 2 already.
Yeah, you can see, I don't know, did Ryan get caught out there at the front post? The promote got a really good pass in, and Ryan was just caught a bit too far forward. Really good finish there by Mayday.
Yeah, Mayday just catching out the defense with those little touches. They can be so disruptive. That's how he's got himself his 2nd goal this game, and now he's up again. Mayday looking for blood early in this series. Jakey looks to get this one clear. There were only 3 goals in the entirety of last game, and we've seen 2 just in the first 20 seconds of this one. It shows sort of the swinging play styles from both of these teams. Mayday, he's got a little bit of time to work with, but Adzard is just going to go right in for that one, and he's got a good touch, but Mug able to get it clear. He's going to look for a second touch here, gets it past Ryan. That's well played by Mug. They're just going to look to hold on to this lead, but knowing them, they're going to look for more. Ryan tries to get the 50, but APS bounces it into the midfield. Adzard has been sort of the star player for this team so far, and that's what a pinch by Mayday. He's having the game of his life as far as this series is concerned. Ryan tries to get one downfield. This could be towards Adzard. It's going to be touched over to the wall. Low boost on Jakey. He's going to retreat back, and this is going to be a race to the ball. Mug gets there first, but a good play by Jakey will get it past him. Ryan forward. This could be an opportunity here to get it back down the other end. They still have plenty of time, but they're going to want to get this comeback back on the road shortly, and that's a great pass and a great shot, and Mayday can't keep it out.
Yeah, great shot there by Jakey. Great pass infield. They were under pressure there for a good while, but they came out of it. They were playing really well defensively, got the break, and got a great play, great finish.
Yeah, we've seen 2 goals this game where there have been some it's been very close to seeing 2 great saves, one from Jakey and one from Mayday. And that's a miss by Jakey. The nerves perhaps getting to him, and Sorry in advance have reclaimed their 2-goal lead, Redport.
Yeah, you could definitely say they're just a little bit iffy from Jakey. Maybe he shouldn't have gone up first time. Maybe he should have waited. But yeah, just a bit of a defensive mishap there to cause the goal.
Yeah, it's just those fine margins that can really dictate how a series pans out. It seems that that miss is going to allow Sorry in advance to reclaim their 2-goal lead. Ryan downfield, Adza gets a good touch on it, APS. It's out of the play, Mug gets a good save and it's put back in by Adza, but APS back in time. Played off the backboard by JK, but Mug gets one clear. Adza, the pressure hotting up here for Who. Cleared away. Should be easy for Jakey. This one gets a big bang downfield. APS unable to get there, but Mayday is. It's going to fall back down to APS. And Adza only just getting that clear. It was a little bit closer than I already thought it was. This could be an opportunity for Mug. He's got plenty of space. Jakey cutting across, but unable to connect with the ball. APS off the backboard. Couldn't try and look for a second touch here, and he does. But Ryan gets up there just in time. Attempted pinch here by Who, and it looks like the comms are all over the place at the moment. But they seem to have recovered things. And Ryan going to play infield towards Adza, and APS just makes the save. Last man back, he had to do it all, and he's done just that. APS now. Going to try to look to flick it over one. Gets it past the first, but Ryan is there. Mayday back forward, but Ryan gets a slightly strange touch. Going to fall back to Jakey. Mug gets a good touch on that, and they're very pushed forward here. Who? It's just Ryan left on the defense. He has to get a touch. APS just puts it off the post, and Adza gets it clear.
Yeah.
Adza trying to get 50s in the midfield. Mayday now. 30 boost. He's got none left to work with. He's going to look for a floor pinch, but Adza gets in the way of that one. He's shown why he's considered to be one of the top players in Ireland. Definitely the top 3, arguably the top 2 or even the top 1. Adza pushing forward. They know they have to get a goal shortly. I mentioned about 2 minutes ago that they have plenty of time. That statement is less true now. With 1 minute and 30 left on the clock, they have to get 2 goals just to get it to overtime. Mug does well to get it over Adza. JK going to be able to look for this one here. He's going to try and look for a couple more touches, and he's done well to get it into the corner, but APS is there, and that's a poor touch by Adza. It's been pitched over, and APS has got the demo, and this may be finished off. This could finish the game, and Mug has made it 4-1.
Yeah, Ryan got a little bit caught out as last man there. I don't think he anticipated Adza losing that 50 like that. And great demo there to take Ryan out of the game, and easy slot in for Mug.
Yeah, Mug able to put that one in, and that is going to make it 4-1. And with 1 minute and 16 left, it's looking incredibly tricky as a comeback. They're going to have the score with nearly every attack at this point, as Adza are going to try and put the pressure on. Mayday is going to drop down towards Adza, and that is one way to start the comeback, Redport.
Yeah, definitely. Just a little mistouch there by Mayday on the backboard. Very hard read. Just didn't get it right, and Adzer kind of didn't trust him either, and was there to clean up the mess.
Yeah, that was fantastic. Find by Adza. Maybe not predicting the mistouch by Mayday, but he's certainly taken advantage of it. APS, they're going to try and keep the pressure on, just make sure they can solidify this 2-goal lead. That's a demo from either side. 4 players involved in that. Ryan now facing off against Mug. Mug gets the first, Mug gets the second touch, but it's fallen away into the far corner with 40 seconds left. They're going to need to keep this pressure on. Ryan gets the first touch, but it's only going to fall as far as Mayday and Redport. It seems like the chances and the time is running out for this Who team.
Yeah, sorry in advance, definitely looking very defensively well this game, a lot better than last game, keeping those really good chances out and just keeping the game under control. Adzer and Ryan and Jakey just struggling to get any kind of a shot here.
Yeah, absolutely. It does seem as if we're going to have this series tied up after 2. I thought that definitely it would have been Who being the favourites coming into this one, but it does seem like there's plenty of fights in Sorry in advance. Brian, he's just going to have to see this game out. There's nothing they can do anymore. The clock is too low, and it seems that Sorry in advance are going to take game 2, Redport.
Yeah, great game 2 there. Sorry in advance definitely coming out of their shell. Really gave it socks that game. Just kept the pressure on and kept very good defensively. Just shut down everything that came towards them really quick. Really good game 2, and they definitely found the goals they were looking for there that we were talking about last game.
Yeah, you're 100% right. I think this game is a very different dynamic. We saw quite a few, well, I say quite a few less shots. Actually, it was more shots, But a team of Sorin Advance, they sort of dominated that game, and who are going to need to bounce back in the next. Vital that you don't want to be facing a big sort of deficit going into the latter stages of the series, but still early on here, going into game 3, and whichever team wins this one will be knocking on the door of series points, and that is an important point to be in the series, as we see Ryan electing to go with the breakout, a card we don't often see, but maybe it's a tactical decision by him, but so far it hasn't worked, as Mug is going to open up the game early yet again for Sorry in advance.
Yeah, really good play there, you know, just really good communication of who's got what, and just a bit slow on the defense there for Jakey Eds and Ryan that got caught out.
Yeah, just caught out early on, and they've conceded early goals in the last 2 games, and they've not really been able to make up that deficit at all, so they need to improve on that. As Jakey plays it infield, but a good 50-50 by Mug is going to prevent Adz's shot from making it anywhere near the net. Adza now, he's in such an awkward position, he's hoping that Jakey can come and bail him out. Played infield, Mayday looks to double up here, but Mug, he's going to choose to play that back instead of letting it bounce into the defensive arms of who? Pinched across. Jakey going to look to get another, possibly towards Adza. Adza plays it off the backboard, who's there to follow it up? Who's going to get there first? It's going to be APS who plays it down the field towards Mayday. Mayday going to play it off the backboard. Adza just gets there in time. That was a good play from him. Redport, he knew that he had to get there in time. And it just seems Sorry in advance sort of seems to be the team with the upper hand at the moment.
Yeah, definitely. They're putting on so much pressure. They're attacking every ball. There's really no 50 left unchallenged. Like, and Adzer knew that there. He knew he had to go up for that or would have been a goal. So, yeah, just they're trying to hold on right now, Jakey, Adzer and Ryan. They're doing good. They're doing good.
Absolutely. And Mayday almost getting another opportunity there. APS is going to bounce one forward. This could be a double commit here, and 2 players have double commit, but it's still floating around the Who box, but cleared away. Ryan gets another touch on it. Mug is going to be able to get there, and it just seems that Who are being suppressed in their own end, but a couple of demos coming out could reset the situation. Adza, big boom downfield, but again only as far as Mug, and they cannot get the ball into the offensive half for them. And another double demo coming out. Mayday and Jakey trading things out this time. Mug keeping the pressure on, and this is relentless pressure here by Sorin Advance. Surely it ends in a goal. Jakey just off the backboard. Kudu's had to follow it up. It's going to be APS. Looks to put a power shot on net, and that is top bins if ever I've seen it, Redport.
That is a great shot. Just absolutely relentless pressure coming here from Sorin Advance. Really just making those half rotations work, just really getting those pads, getting back in, getting involved, and a great finish there.
Fantastic finish by APS, finds the top right corner, and that is an unstoppable one. Ryan, he's going to fake that, and it's going to cost him almost, as Jakey just gets it clear. Is anyone there to follow it up? Just about. Ryan now on the sidewalk. He's got low boost, but he's going to leave that one to Jakey. It's a 2-goal deficit that they need to make up at this point, and that is such a tricky thing to do. Ryan going to try and get a big clear, but it's cleared back up the field by Mug. Possibly going in this one. It's just wide of the post, but it is put in by APS, and that is 3.
Yeah, they've turned the tables here, really. They've really taken the upper hand, keeping that pressure on, starving them, getting the demos, really just knocking them out, and it's showing. Shots are on point as well.
Exactly, and it just seems Sorin Advance is starting to run away with this series. They've had much better pressure in the last 2 games. They've had more shots. They've suppressed Who in their own defensive line, and they've just been starving that boost, as mentioned. And it's just made it impossible for them to really put any good offensive attacking sort of pressure on. Jakey plays one forward. Mug is going to be there to meet it. Bounces it up. Could look to try and get a reset here. He does have the reset, but Ryan is going to meet him mid-air. That's well played from him, reading the play. Jakey, that's an awkward touch by him. Adza has to get there. Mug looking for the bump. We saw, especially in week 2, when he was on a team with Robkin and APS, who's playing on a team with this time. They love their demos to these boys, and I think it's such an important part of the game at this level to be able to find those physical plays and exploit them, as Ryan almost able to put that one in the net. Adza in the corner, going to try and play this off the wall. Going to collect the boost on his way through, go through and collect at 200 at go. Played across the field, Jakey's going to be there. Collected the mid boost, he's going to try and pitch this one midfield. Is anyone there to follow it up? Could be Adza, but APS does really well to get there. Mug be able to take control of this, but it's well done by Ryan. Ryan He seems to be playing quite a bit quicker this game, but it's sort of not really helped his team to get much sort of a better amount of pressure in this one. From 1 minute 17, Redport, a comeback, as I mentioned, similarly last game, a comeback is looking unlikely.
It is looking unlikely. Yeah. Like they've getting a bit better now. They're definitely putting on a lot more pressure trying to get those goals. But as in last game, they Mayday, Mug, and APS are just holding that line and putting the pressure back on. They're not letting anything through. Caster's curse, I
Yeah, the
guess.
caster's curse coming out there, and it seems that Ryan has attempted to bring Pooh back into this game, but it's so tricky. 52 seconds, 2 goals is an impossible feat to some, but these boys can do the impossible. We've seen it before in other RLI tournaments, but it seems that Soren Advance are still well in control of this one. Played into the midfield. Ryan, he's going to be able to half flip and get this one, but he's been demoed. Mug taking him out of the game. APS across to the side. Mayday bounces high. Ryan is there. He's going to try and look for an air dribble here. Could try and look for a second touch, but Jakey's committed up with him, and Mug's clear. He's going to make it difficult for them. Another demo by Mayday. Jakey possibly off the side, only going to bounce to Mug though. They haven't been convincing enough with the passes. They've not been able to link up enough this game, Redport. And it just seems that Soren Advance are going to take game 3.
Yeah, Soren Advance really powerful showing here. Like just keeping the pressure, like shutting down every single play they had, really not making it easy for them. Getting those boosts, like just really good showing there from them. And Jakey, Nads, and Ryan are going to start putting on more pressure if they to go ahead here, you know.
Yeah, 100%. And Soren Advance, I didn't expect them really to be the favourites going into this one. But it does seem that they've found their groove, they've found their rhythm. Both of these teams respectively swept their series in the semi-final, and it seems that it is going to be a tight-knit affair yet again in the grand final. Soren Advance taking this game 3-1, and that can have big implications for the rest of the series. Yet again, saw some incredible overarching pressure from the Soren Advance side, and it just seems Redport that they're going to really struggle to get back into this series if they can't sort of find their rhythm and find their passes.
Yeah, definitely. They're going to want to play out of defense a little smarter if they want to get past the defensive line of Soren Advance. Like, they're going to have to be really kind of getting those passes out to the sidewall, getting it up the field. Like, they just can't string anything together, and they're just going to have to be that little bit faster if they want to get past them.
Absolutely, it's going to be another tight game in this one, it seems. We're just waiting for one of the players to be ready, and we're going to get into this. This is an opportunity for Soren Advance to really take hold of this series by the scruff of the neck. They could put themselves onto series and tournament point in this game. They're going to try and get another early goal just to sort of assert their dominance on the game, I guess. Jakey now in the Octane rather than the Fennec. Brian back in the Octane after his brief stint in the breakout in the last one. Jake unable to get on board with that one. Mayday tries to get the 50, does get the 50. APS going to try and put this one into the midfield. Could try and get another touch on this, does, but it's slightly too far away, and Mug just agonisingly close to putting the ball in. APS now looking to get continuous 50s, just hold up play in the corner. It's worked well, and Mug able to get on the end of that one. Adza gets one clear. Adza tries to get on the end of that one. He's unable to get a shot off. Ryan, possession in the midfield. Looking to try and get a ceiling shot out of this, but APS easily going to be there to clear that one. Adza waiting on the wall. Jakey gets there. He's going to bounce in field. Mayday has to get a touch, and it's a poor touch, but Mug there to bail him out yet again. We've seen it on a couple of occasions. Each player on the Soren Advance team bailing each other out a fair bit. It does seem to be working. They came into this series as the underdogs, and they've really shown up so far. Brian bouncing down. APS gets it clear. Going to be able to try and get another touch, but Jakey challenging early. Mayday downfield. Ads is going to be there, hopefully, and he is. Try and get a big clear towards Ryan, but it's towards Mug, in fact. As Mug can try and bounce one into the midfield. This could be an opportunity. Just coming off the stanchion of the goalpost. Almost in, but not close enough. Mug, one off the backboard. Adza gets one clear, though. Ryan can try and look for a redirect here. This will be spectacular, but he just can't get on the end of it. So close, and another demo from Mug. This is going to be it. Beginning to get frustrating for the Who team. They've not really been able to get a foothold into this game, Redport and Mug. It just seems that yet again the pressure is in favour of Soren Advance.
Yeah, Sorry Van's just looking really good defensively, just kind of taking control of every attack that he'll make. Just can't string anything together, like I said, but hopefully they'll be able to get up out of it and make this a game.
APS up on the wall, just one boost to work with. He's hoping that Ryan doesn't know that, and it seems so. Mayday on the backboard. He's got a little bit of boost to work with. Going to try and get it past the first. Does get it past the first, but this is only as far as Ryan, who could drop it to Adza. This could be an opportunity to make it there first, and he has. Ryan has started the game off. It's taken a long time to get the first goal, but with a great pass by Adza, Ryan has put it in.
Yeah, great goal there by the lads. You can see they were just trying to put on a bit more pressure. Definitely Ryan seeing ads are up there. Ads are getting a great pass down past the defender and a really good finish.
Ryan coming off the scene. This could be an opportunity. Almost there, but Adza, he's going to try and follow it up. First one off the backboard. Jakey gets it up yet again. It seems that the pressure has swung in the direction of who just a little bit. Ryan now off the backboard. Mug is going to be there. He's going to drop it down towards APS, but it's just over by Mayday, and it seems that who disaster has been averted now, and Jakey has got a critical demo in the midfield, and that is a fantastic demo, Redport, and Jakey has just completely opened up the midfield for who to get their second.
Yeah, great awareness there by Jake. You'd see last man could be demoed. Really good play. And Ryan, great finish there, low boost. They've just been rewarded for all their pressure they've been putting on now.
It's been a close affair so far, but it suddenly seems that who have begun to get a foothold on this game. Mayday. He's only going to hit that to APS, and that's awkward. Now they've got to track back in a somewhat panicked manner. It's Mug. Try and get yet another touch, but it's good 50 by Jakey. Could bounce straight down. Is anyone there? It's just cleared away. Adza. Up in the air. He's going to hit this one off the ceiling. Could be an opportunity here. Can Jakey put it in? Not quite. Another close attempt, but it seems that the defense is holding. They do need to score 2 goals though. So in advance, playing into the midfield. Adza just gets their Redport, and it seems as if the defense that we saw in game 1 from who has suddenly been reignited in game 4.
Absolutely, you can see they're really just going for those balls. They're really just anything loose. They're cleaning it up. They're not giving them a chance. It's just an absolute, like, really good turnaround from the lads here.
APS, he's found the opportunity. He's going to be able to put this open net in, and that's a big goal with a minute left. This comeback has suddenly become a lot more of a threat for who. They're going to want to get that goal back, but do they just want to sit on the defense? Obviously, it's a big chance for them to get back in this game. If they can get back in this game, then they could get themselves onto series and tournament points, and that would be a huge power play in regards to the rest of the series. Mayday gonna put this one off the backboard, but Ryan is gonna be able to stop it reaching it in the first place. And we've got a rule number 1. We love to see it. Mug and Ryan respecting rule number 1, but it's gonna be an opportunity here, and Mayday's gonna put it in Redport, and suddenly this game is back on level pegging.
Yeah, definitely a little tactical rule 1 there to take Ryan out of the game. Ads are maybe not knowing that he was the last man back or the last man on defense and just messing it up. Unfortunate.
Yeah, we all do love rule 1. I think that's everything. That's something that all sane Rocket players can agree on, that rule number 1 is absolutely not suck. Mug off the ball, gonna try and play it in the field. That's a good 50 by Adza. It's so close in this game, but it could be the next goal that could decide things. Mug trying to press forward. Cleared by Jakey, and it seems that they seem to be wobbling a little bit on defense. APS is getting useless touches at this point, but Ryan gets it over the first demo from Jakey. He's opened up the game before with his demos, but it seems that they're going to be able to hold on to it this time. Jakey unable to reach the ball on that one, but he has taken the boost in the corner. It does seem as if Soaring in advance, they're starting to get stuffed. They've just got 10 seconds to survive though. Jakey looking for a second touch, looking for a third. Mayday puts it off his own backboard. This could get cleared here. Adza gets the first. And Jakey's going to look to try and bang this back down the other end. Mayday can't get it back in the air, and it seems that we've gone to overtime in game 4, and the team that win this could have massive implications on the rest of the series. APS pops it high. Adza going to be there. 50 does well. Mayday putting pressure on here. Mug puts it down. Ryan prevents the shot on target from being too much of a threat for his team. Mayday pops it high. APS looking for another touch. And it seems they've survived. Disaster averted for now. Adza. Tracking back, going to leave this one to Jakey. 30 boost left. APS gonna try and take this one around the corner, and no one's back, no one's home. For who? But they've just about got away with that one. I say that, they're still stuck in the corner. APS. Again, that's the ball's been put forward there by Ryan. And Redport, this game has slowed down a lot. Do you think both teams are being sort of slightly tentative because they don't want to concede the next goal?
Yeah, definitely a bit of a more defensive play style coming through here. As you said, this game will make it real easy to decide who might win or lose the actual series. So definitely a very tense game here. Another rule one.
APS backing out of rule number 1. Shame on him, but it's going to be all for the good of his team though. J-Key plays off the backboard, could look to try and get a bump, but APS seems to have learned, adapted to that one. J-Key plays off the wall, Ads is going to be there, going to try and put it into the midfield, low boost to work with. APS, gets a pinch clear. It's going to be J-Key, going to pass it over to Ryan. Ads could be there though, he's going to leave that one to Mug. It's plenty of confusion around the field, as no one's too sure who on earth is going to go for it. Adza. Leave this one to J-Key. Played big boom forward. Adza could be get on the end of this one. This would be an incredible goal, but it's saved by Mug. Mayday. Big boom clear. Adza's going to be there, but it's going to be taken away by APS. This is going to be an opportunity for Mayday off the back wall, but Adza is there. Adza. Pressing forward. Mug is going to be there. It's by APS. It's going to be an opportunity here. The goal is open, but APS can't quite get there in time. He's got 0 boost, going to try and put it in field, but it's cleared away. Mug now getting a 50 with Answer in midfield with 2 minutes 20 into overtime. Redport, and neither team seems to want to budge.
No, definitely really good defensive showings here from both the teams. Just, you can see they're really tense. They're really just hungry for it. They're getting to every ball as quickly as they can. There's not much between them now. It's just one defensive mishap that's going to make the judgment call.
Yeah, absolutely. Adds up off the back wall. He's going to leave this one towards J-Key. Mayday alone in net. He's got a little bit of boost to work with. That's a double commit by him and APS. But the boom is good enough to get it clear, and that's a great touch by Ryan. He's going to put the pressure right back onto Sorry in advance, but it seems as if they've avoided the danger on this occasion. Mug now. Up high on the wall, going to get cleared into the midfield. Who's going to get there first? It's going to be Adzi, going to look for a double off the backboard. Could he be there? It's fallen to J-Key. Can he finish the game? No, he can't. Saved by APS, and that could have been the big opportunity for them to tie the game, or tie the series, should I say. Mayday. Now trying to press forward, going to take the 50 in the midfield. J-Key is there, looking for the pinch. Pinches it forward. He's taking that away from Ryan, actually. Made a mistake. Adza off the sidewall, bounces out. Who's going to get the first? It's going to be Mayday, but he double clicks with APS. We've seen that a couple of times, Redport. And just do think the communication could be wavering a bit in such a close overtime.
Yeah, definitely. Like, people having to make decisions very fast, and sometimes if you're talking about them, they just might not come fast enough. So you'll see people making decisions before they talk. Double commits coming out. You know, they've just got to keep the comms up, make it quick.
Adza going to try and get challenged in the corner, gets the demo though. Mayday in a bit of trouble. This could be an opportunity, and Ryan has put it in. And it took 4 minutes of overtime, 9 minutes of gameplay, but finally, who have won the game and tied the series?
Yeah, just a little bit of a defensive mishap, like I said. Just both teams putting pressure on each other as much as they could. And just that one little mistake will choose that game.
Yeah, and it looks like we could be going the distance in this series. We've had 4 games and it's all tied up. Obviously adds up top the leaderboard yet again in that one, and it just shows sort of how impressive he is as a player, of how he's easy to work around as a team. And it does seem to look as if obviously Ryan starting between these games, and obviously Redport, I just want to talk about sort of the implications of next game. So we talk about how important this game was, but next game arguably even more so, with sort of the team that wins the next game going to be the one to put themselves onto match point first, and what do you think that can do to team morale?
It can definitely bring it down. I mean, you're talking about, like, especially if Sorry in advance get this, I think whose morale will be down very much. I think they'll really find it hard to come back from that one. They'll have to do something amazing if so. But if who get it, I think it'll be a little bit more close, but definitely going to be a close one here. Both teams will be wanting to get this one.
Gonna get right back into it yet again, and this is gonna be the critical game as we just mentioned. 5 minutes and we'll know who's gonna put themselves onto series point first. Jakey is gonna be able to take possession, take control of the ball early on. Could we see another early goal? We saw it in games 2 and 3. But things seem to subside a little bit in game 4. APS forward. Adds her onto the sidewall. Mayday. Gonna get there. That's played across towards APS. Is there gonna be anyone in the midfield? Could they try and connect a little passing play? APS chooses to go alone though. Maybe not the wisest decision in the circumstances, but Mug played that one off the backboard. An opportunity for Mayday. It's gonna bounce slightly high off the net. So close. They almost opened up the game in the first 30 seconds again, but they couldn't make it happen that time. And that's bounced off the backboard. That's a big mistake by APS. I'm not sure quite what went on there, but it's gonna be an opportunity for Jakey, but it's just put it on the backboard. Just needed to hit it low and hard, but wasn't able to make it true. Mug in the corner now, 100, or APS should I say, with 100 boost. And that's a great shot by Mayday, and he's managed to put it in. And Redport, all of a sudden, we saw pressure by Who, and all of a sudden saw in advance have got the opening goal.
Yeah, just a couple of defensive mishaps there. Double commit caused for a really good chance up front. Jakey couldn't take it, but Soren Evans got back really quickly. Really good team play there. Great finish.
Yeah, such tight deficits making up these games, and we're only a minute in and we've already seen the first goal. Played infield, that's a great pass. What a save by Jakey. He made a phenomenal save in game 2, and he's made yet another one in game 5. His defense seems to be showing up on the day here. Brian off the side. Mayday going to be there. Jakey bouncing high. APS can't get to that one. Mayday. Adzer. 70 boost, going to take the second touch off the ball. It's going to fall to Jakey. Could try and get it forward towards Ryan, but that touch is going to be floating about in the midfield. Jakey can't get the first. Who's going to be there? It's going to be Mug. APS going to go off the backboard, but saved by Ryan. Jakey could try and pass this one forward to Adzer. Cannot to get there in time, but Mayday cutting out the pass early on in its trajectory. Off the backboard, what a save by Mayday, just coming across in time to get the save. Game was sped up considerably, Redport, from what we saw in the overtime of last game. And do you think that's the fact that these teams just know they can make a comeback if they concede at this point?
I definitely think there's a bit more intensity here. Like, I think if one team goes down here, in my opinion, it'll kind of kill a lot of morale, but both teams really wanting that first goal. They just can't get that shot in.
That is exactly what it seems. We've entered the final half of this game here. 2.5 minutes left, and this could be a chance for APS. He didn't seem to know that the goal was open because he could have put that one in, but Jakey able to get back in time to make the decisive save. This could be an opportunity here, but Mug going to play it away. Mayday moving forward for his demo. Going to leave that one to Mug. This could be an opportunity, but Jakey makes a save. He's been playing as a third man the last couple of games, and it does seem to have worked intermittently for them. Coming off the backboard, it's going to be an opportunity for Mayday, and they've doubled up, and Redport with 2 minutes left exactly, and Soren Advance have made it 2.
Yeah, great pressure from the lads there. They kept up, they kept with it, they read everything that was happening. Really good finish there by Mayday. This is going to be a tough one to come back for Who now.
Yeah, Who, they're going to find it difficult to get back into this one, but it's always going to be possible. They have to believe. They're facing the opportunity, or they're facing the sort of chance of their opponents reaching match point, and that is not a position you want to be. Right. Playing it forward, APS. That's a weak touch into the corner. Rads are going to pop one down, and Mug has own goaled it, Redport, and that's a huge error. It's brought Who back into the game.
Yeah, definitely. I think Mug was caught a little flat-footed there. He was just in reverse and then got caught out of position. Adds a really good finish there. Really great pass from Ryan. Good pressure.
It seems that the comeback has begun yet again. There is time, but do they have the ability to get back into this one? Only time will tell. Jakey going to play this off the backboard. Can he look for the double tap? It's a triple commit, actually. That's a big mistake by Who, and this could be converted upon. Mug is going to put it in, and Soren Advance, they've reclaimed their 2-goal lead with a massive rotational mistake by Who.
Yeah, they're going to be kicking themselves for that one. I don't know. That's just what I was talking about last game. You're going to see some double commits from people trying to make decisions faster than they can calm them. So, yeah, they're going to be kicking themselves for that one.
Kick-off win by Adza. 1 minute 25, comeback unlikely, but they have to believe, as I said earlier, and Jakey puts it in, Caster's Curse, and they're right back into this right away, Redport.
Yeah, great kickoff there by the lads. Really good pass from Ryan there. Maybe Jakey comes there, but really great team play there. Really quick, and the lads just couldn't handle it. Back to a 1-goal deficit.
1 goal separating these two sides. Jakey. Play off the back, but that's only going to be as far as APS could. Trying to get another touch off the backboard, but cleared by Adza. Mug. Off the side. Back in. Brian got to get another touch. They've got a minute. They've still got time to play with. Adza needs to try and get a touch off the backboard. He's actually made a slight mess of that. I think he drove into the post or something along those lines. As Jakey puts it forward, Brian off the backboard. This could be a huge opportunity. Can he put it in? Has he found the angle? No, it's just inches away from going in. And that would have brought him right back into the game, but he's been unable to put it in. Pressing back forward now. He's got the bump, and that was a great bump, but Jakey hits it in the one place that his teammate, or the defender was sitting. Adza now gets the fake onto the first. Who's going to be there to follow it up? Jakey gets there. APS going to need to get a big clear onto this one. Less than 30 seconds to go, Redport. And it seems that Soren Advance are just about going to be able to hold on.
Yeah, just about hanging on right here. Like, who absolutely stacking on the pressure, like staying in that attacking positions. Unluckily, the ball's come back down to their side of the field now, but 10 seconds they might have something going.
It could have been opportunity, but what a pinch by APS. It's going to send it right down the other end of the field. And they have to score on 0 seconds here. Mug is going to put it back down on the floor, and Soren Advance have made it to series point first.
Yeah, who will be kicking themselves now for that? The only goal there, the triple commit, that was unfortunate. But we'll see if they can bring it back. I think their morale might be a little low, but they might be able to stick with it and try and keep that pressure on that they had towards the end of the game. If they can start out with that now, they might have a chance of taking this game back.
Of course. And it's a best of 7. Obviously, the team that gets to 4 first will take it all. Had 4 IECs in the past, and lots of players in here have won it. The only players in this lobby, in fact, who have not won one of the previous 4 IECs is J-Key and Mayday. And Mayday has made it to the final, and J-Key, this is his first time here, possibly suffering from the nerves ever so slightly, but they should be able to put up a formidable fight in this one. Adza and Ryan, they are the reigning champions of the Irish Elite Cup. They're gonna look to double up in this one, but it's a monumental task. They have to win the next 2 games if they want to take it all. Jakey, good kickoff. Adza is going to try and get to this one first. He's got 50-50. Mayday, up on the sidewalk, going to bounce one in. It's saved. Cleared away by Ryan. Jakey going to be able to get it far. That's a bit of a turbo flick if I've ever seen on Redport, and it seems as if the pressure for Soren Advance is going to continue from last game. What a shot, Redport.
Yeah, Soren Advance really just coming on pressure right at the start of the game, getting those balls challenged, really taking it past them and just starving them a boost. Great demo there to open up the goal and a good finish.
What a finish by the player from Soren Advance. Opened up from the demo. They've just got to hold on, but holding a 1-goal lead in Rocket League isn't something you want to be doing. You want to have that sort of buffer of an extra goal, so they're going to keep on pushing. Mayday comes off the backboard. This would be incredible if he could put it in just millimetres away, but it's put in the top corner. No, it's not a save, but Mug finally gets it in, and Soren Advance, they've doubled their lead within the first minute.
Yeah, really good solo play there by Mayday to get it past most of the defence. Mug unlucky to get it the first time, but it came back into him. He was able to get it the second. Good pressure there.
It was put in well by Mug. I thought his first shot might have been in, but he's able to put it in with the second. Adza pops one high. Mayday plays one forward. APS bouncing up in the corner. He's going to try and just disrupt the rotations here It may have caught himself out of position. It's Adza. He tried to move the ball forward, but he's got bumped for his troubles, and APS pops one down towards Mug. APS now on the backboard. Got a little bit of boost. Mug going to take it away from him. Wants to keep it away from the net. And Jakey passing field from Adza is saved by APS. I think that's one of the things Redport that's really plagued Who this series. Jakey, he's had a fair few opportunities, but he's just not been able to find the net with those. And I think that's one of the deciding factors of why Soren Advance are winning the series.
Yeah, definitely. Ryan and Ads are looking very dominant, but Jakey just not being able to make those make the plays fit together, just not being able to link up as well as the other two coming out of defense, and it's been showing a bit of a misread there, I guess, but unlucky. Good finish.
Yeah, another good finish by Mayday. A difficult situation now for Who. With still plenty of time on the clock, but where do you start with a 3-goal deficit? You've got to just look to put all the pressure on that you can and hope that you can break down the defense. And Jakey, we spoke about his shooting being poor a moment ago, but he seems to have proved us wrong in this one with a lovely little flick to put them back in contention to a degree.
Yeah, definitely. Good awareness there. You could see Mug was coming towards him, but turned around, so he decided to take his time. Really good finish, and that'll make it a lot easier to come back in this. It'll raise the morale of a good bit.
Yeah, the mental game is 50% of any high-level game of Rocket League. And they're going to need to show a lot of mental fortitude if they want to stay in this one. Jakey bounces high. This could be an opportunity here. Could it bounce down? APS tries to put one on target, but it's just wide. Jakey clears towards Ryan. Ryan needs to get another touch, and he has done. Mug high. And this could be an opportunity here. It's an opportunity for Mug to put it in. Can they make it 4-1? And it was a bit of a scramble on the goal line, but they do put it in, Redport.
Yeah, good ball in there by Mug. He saw there wasn't much for defenders in there. Jakey just not able to make that clear, getting caught out, and just good pressure there. They really made that one work well.
And that morale that was boosted by Jakey's goal previously has just been put right back in the gutter. And we're approaching the halfway mark of this game. 3-goal deficit is so tricky. They're going to need to hope that Soren Advance just crumble on defense. Bouncing away. Ads are going to need to connect with this one. Does do so, but APS waiting patiently in the corner. Ads has dunked him out actually as Mayday gets one clear. Mayday tries to get another touch. Cleared or saved by Ryan, should I say. APS off the backboard. APS gets another touch. He's done well to get it to this point. And Mug has got it past the defense, and Mayday's put it in for 5-1. And Redport, we may have just witnessed Soren Advance secure the grand final of IEC 5.
Yeah, definitely. APS really good dunk there. Ads are being caught without much boost and maybe thinking Mug was going to take the shot, so he committed and just didn't get the reward for it. So really good pressure there by Soren Advance.
Soren Advance look set to take this series, to take this match, to take this tournament. Jakey just trying to it's really consolation goals at this point, Redport, with less than 2 minutes left. Mayday tries to put one across. Opportunity played into the corner by Mug towards Mayday off the backboard. Could be a double touch, but it's just cleared away. Adza looking for a few more touches. Ryan going to be there to follow up, but Mayday cuts it out, and this has been a great performance in Game 6 from Soren Advance. Mug going to leave that one to Mayday. Bouncing around in the corner now, Redport, and it's been a close series at times, but what do you think has really helped Soren Advance run away with this series at points?
I definitely think they trust each other a lot more. They've been really trusting in defense. You can see it. You just I've seen a lot of double commits coming from Who here in the last couple of games. They're just not trusting each other enough, so they're not able to get those link ups coming out of defense. Yeah,
link up play has been one of the points that has really set these two teams apart today. We approach the last minute, and Soren Advance are going to be the champions of IEC 5. They've scored 5 in IEC 5, and they're going to take home the €60 prize pool at this point. 4-goal comeback in a 1v1, unlikely. In a 2v2, virtually impossible. In a 3v3, undoable. There's nothing they can do at this point. They've just got to hope that they can score a couple of consolation goals. And what a shot by Bug. That flick was incredible. The speed on that. He's going to finally put it in 6-1 with 24 seconds left. And in truth, Sorry in Advance have just been the best team.
Yeah, definitely. The last couple of games, definitely mostly running away with it. You know, kind of keeping up that pressure, just getting those balls out of their half. Just really the better team, bit faster, you know, and who is just looking defeated right now.
Jakey plays across. It's straight to Mayday. Mayday, he's done really well today to cut out those passes. And it's been a close series, but not a close game in this final 6th game here. Sorry in Advance. They're going to take IEC number 5 in 4 games to 2. 6 games it took them. We could have gone a distance, and it's going to be 7-1. They're going to get to Brazil in the last second. And Sorry in Advance are your IEC 5 champions, Redport.
Yeah, definitely. Really good showing from here today. You know, I think they got a bit outclassed in the first game, came back into it in the second game and held their own, got a few wins. But who were just dropping off in their inability to get it out of their half, you know. Just Siren Events really taking over the last few games. Really strong showing, looking like the dominant team.
Yeah, absolutely, Redport. We're going to see if one of these boys is interested in an interview. And I'd love to know what Mayday has to say, and APS in particular. Both players made it to the final last week alongside Shallow. And this week they replaced Shallow with Mug. And it seems like their fortunes have seen a turn for the better. Obviously, we do have to think that that Adza and Ryan, when they won last week or 2 weeks ago, they were on a team with Panda, who's sort of held in a slightly higher regard than JK. But I think we have to respect what they've been able to do this series. And Mayday is going to be joining us on the casting desk. Mayday, congratulations, and that was a good win. How do you feel?
Like I can beat ball chasers again.
Fair enough. I just want to hear what you have to say in regards to, obviously last week you APS and Shallow made it to the grand final and you fell to Ryan and Adza. This week they replaced Panda with JK, you replaced Shallow with Mug. What do you think made the biggest difference between the last final in IC and this final in IC?
Um, I feel like with Mug we were kind of it was a lot easier for us to relieve pressure because Mug was a lot better at clearing the ball than Shallow was, but Shallow still played very well for when he played with us. But you know, it made a massive difference because those guys just love hounding you, and just you saw for about what was it like 2 minutes of one of the OTs they were just hounding the corner. Like they wanted that ball in the corner so they can make a play out from there. So being able to get those clears was the real change for us. Look.
So sort of how were you able to sort of shut down the offensive pressure? Because obviously on paper, Adza and Ryan, they're one of the most offensively minded duos in all of Ireland, really, in Rocket League. So how are you able to sort of prevent them getting so many shots on net that we normally see from them?
It's mainly like we cut really well as a team because like if one of us was running back, one of us was at the back, like in on the goal line, one person like say Adzer goes up for an air dribble or Ryan goes up for an air dribble. If you even have the slightest chance of disrupting it or touching the ball away from the goal, we went for it. Like we did not let them even have a chance of trying to get the shots off because as soon as we let them carry the ball in any way, they were actually getting like decent chances off. But you know, we were able to shut it down pretty effectively for a while. Like they obviously got those 2 games off us, but you know, we did pretty well against it.
Yeah, well, thank you very much for the interview, be it slightly brief. Well done. Thank you very much for joining us on the casting desk. Redport, thank you for joining me this evening. Congratulations to Mayday, APS, and Mug for winning IEC number 5. Obviously, Mug taking his third, APS taking his second. Mayday, well done on your first. Thank you very much, Redport, for joining me this evening for the cast. I've been Rez. I hope you enjoyed IEC number 5. Thank you very much, and good night.
Thank you.